chosen ones. They tried to make you jealous and trapped themselves. Spiritual awakening, spiritual wisdom. Jealousy is just love and hate at the same time. Drake. Welcome, anointed ones, to another transformative session on spiritual wisdom. Today we're diving deep into the deceptive games of jealousy used against chosen ones like you, and how their schemes backfired spectacularly. When someone tries to make you jealous, they only expose their own insecurities, not your worth. Have you ever experienced this kind of emotional manipulation? Share your stories and insights in the comments below. By refusing to play these petty games, you stand in your power, thriving and unshaken. Together, let's break down how to rise above the noise and stay true to your divine purpose. When you reflect on your journey with God, remember that those who try to sow jealousy, hurt, or doubt in your heart are themselves revealing their own need for healing and validation. Their actions reflect not the strength they project, but rather a profound inner weakness. Often, they seek to make you feel less than by directing their attention elsewhere or by flaunting what they think will undermine your faith and spirit. However, as someone chosen by God, your spiritual awakening is a shield that protects you from these emotional games. It reminds you that no external validation defines your worth or purpose, only your relationship with God does. Jealousy and manipulation are tools of the spiritually lost, but you are anchored in divine truth. God does not want you to respond with bitterness, but with grace. You are set apart, and that means your reactions are grounded in spiritual strength, not in ego. Those who try to harm you this way have already trapped themselves in a cycle of needing constant approval to feel valued. Their emptiness cannot be filled by dragging others down. Instead of engaging, rise above and keep your heart aligned with God's teachings. Walk with compassion, yes, but also with the firm knowledge that your mission is too important to be derailed by others' insecurities. You are called to greater things, and focusing on God's path for you will always lead you higher. Stand confidently, knowing that you are chosen for a reason, and let God's love guide your every step. When you find yourself faced with attempts to provoke or unsettle you, turn to prayer and reflection. Ask God to protect your heart and give you the strength to stay focused on what truly matters. Spiritual awakening is not about engaging in petty battles, but about transcending them through faith and divine purpose. Remember that those who try to harm you reveal their need for the light you carry. Continue to shine brightly, grounded in God's truth, and know that your power is rooted in something far greater than any human attempt to undermine it. Let love, wisdom, and strength lead you forward on your sacred journey. Their intention was to manipulate and control you, creating situations to make you feel inadequate by giving attention to others. They hoped this would make you crave their approval and play their twisted games of jealousy and attention. However, when you refused to engage and instead maintained your strength and inner peace, their plans began to unravel. Your decision to remain silent and detached highlighted their immaturity and their desperate thirst for validation. They believed they had the upper hand, but in reality, they exposed themselves as being deeply insecure and hollow. Think of how Jesus responded to those who tried to control him, to trap him with words or tests. He never stooped to their level, never reacted out of insecurity. Instead, he remained calm, confident, and full of divine authority. This is the model for how you can handle the attempts of those who seek to harm you with their own insecurities. They want to see you doubt, stumble, and falter, but God gives you the strength to rise above it all with dignity and peace. This journey of standing firm isn't easy, but it is a testament to your growth and relationship with God. Those who seek to control you with petty actions will find themselves trapped by their own efforts, while you will continue to rise, unbothered and blessed. Remember that God sees everything. He knows your heart and the hearts of those who try to harm you. Trust in His timing and justice, and keep your focus on becoming who He has called you to be. It is your faith and your connection with God that will shield you and guide you toward a higher purpose. Stay true, stay strong, and keep your heart anchored in His love. Let no one rob you of the peace and grace God has placed within you. This is your path, and no manipulation can take you away from it. If you are ready to rise above manipulation and walk in divine strength and peace, please comment, "I stand strong," below. When people try to make you feel small or less significant, it often stems from their own struggles and insecurities. They may try to seek validation by comparing themselves to you, by exaggerating their successes or attention to others. Yet, it is crucial to remember that their attempts to provoke jealousy or diminish your worth do not define who you are. As God's children, our value does not come from the opinions or actions of others, but from the love and purpose God has instilled in us. As it is said in the Bible, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:11. When you walk in faith, you recognize that these challenges are opportunities for spiritual growth. Instead of letting envy and manipulation shake you, you stand strong, knowing that God is your foundation. Consider this. Why do some people seek to control how others perceive you? It is often because their own identity is fragile, built upon the shifting sands of others' approval. By trying to elevate themselves at your expense, they reveal their own struggles with self-worth. So why should you let their actions impact your peace? Trust that God sees your heart, and remember that He elevates those who stay true to His calling. The story of Jesus is full of examples where people tried to trap Him with words and actions. But He responded with grace, wisdom, and steadfastness, knowing His purpose was far greater than any momentary challenge. This example shows us how to react not by lowering ourselves to the level of manipulation, but by rising above, anchored in faith. It is easy to fall into the cycle of comparing ourselves to others, but comparison steals our joy and distances us from God's unique plan for our lives. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. God calls us to a higher way of living, where our worth comes not from the applause of men, but from His love and purpose. When we face moments of jealousy or manipulation, it can be tempting to react in anger or to let bitterness take root. But as people of faith, we are called to a higher standard. Instead of letting others' actions dictate our emotions, we turn to God for strength, asking for wisdom to see beyond the surface and respond with love and resilience. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in Him, and He helps me. Psalm 28:7. No scheme or tactic can break what God has built within you if you hold fast to His promises. Remember that your journey is between you and God. No one can take away what He has planned for you. While others may try to diminish your light, your spiritual awakening gives you clarity to see through their actions. You are chosen, loved, and guided by a divine hand. Let this truth empower you to stand tall, rooted in faith, and to walk confidently in the purpose God has laid before you. Every trial, every attempt to provoke you, becomes a testimony to God's strength within you. So, rise above, trust in His plan, and let His peace guide you always. God's chosen ones, when people attempt to make you feel lesser by flaunting their connections, choices, or attention elsewhere, know that they often do so from a place of deep insecurity. Their attempts to elevate themselves or provoke feelings of jealousy within you reflect their need for validation. In seeking to compare themselves with you, they enter a cycle that reveals more about their inadequacies than it does about your worth. The truth is that God has already set you apart for a higher purpose. Your spiritual awakening places you beyond the realm of petty games and fleeting attention, because your value isn't determined by the world's approval, but by your divine calling. When individuals seek to diminish your light by showcasing what they have or whom they surround themselves with, their motivations often stem from fear. They may recognize your strength, your resilience, and the favor God has placed upon your life. In trying to lower you to their level, they reveal how threatened they feel by your existence. This cycle of comparison they find themselves trapped in is an endless one, for they will constantly measure themselves against someone they cannot compete with spiritually. You, on the other hand, are called to rise above. Your worth comes not from external validation, but from God Himself. He sees you, knows you, and has anointed you for greatness. When faced with envy, manipulation, or the efforts of others to make you feel less than, understand that God has already equipped you with the tools to rise above. Responding with bitterness only allows their actions to affect your spirit. Instead, reflect on your journey with God, and remember that He is with you every step of the way. Your light, fueled by faith, will only grow stronger as you align with His will. Let their actions reveal their own weaknesses, while you continue to walk in purpose, clarity, and strength. You are a living testimony of God's grace. You don't need to seek approval or enter into cycles of comparison. Let others watch as you continue to shine and thrive in your calling. For God has chosen you, and no one can take that away. The attempts to diminish you become proof of your importance in His plan. Stay focused, stay faithful, and let your light be a beacon for those who seek to understand the true meaning of spiritual awakening. This is your journey, and no comparison can diminish what God has in store for you. Do you rise above such situations and focus on your divine purpose? Comment, "I rise above." If you find it challenging but keep striving, comment, "Still striving." Or if you're in a different stage of understanding, feel free to share your journey in the comments. When someone tries to make you jealous by flaunting their attention elsewhere, remember that it often stems from their own insecurity and lack of spiritual grounding. They may attempt to use someone else to make you feel inferior or unworthy, but this act reveals far more about their struggles than your value. Jesus Christ, our ultimate guide, never sought validation through the praise or opinions of others. When faced with rejection, betrayal, or manipulation, He responded with grace, strength, and a steadfast connection to God. He understood that the opinions of others did not define His purpose. His worth was derived from His relationship with the Father. When people make choices that are supposedly better and use those choices to belittle or provoke you, their efforts may appear impressive on the surface. They may be motivated by pride or ego, but in reality, these choices often trap them in cycles of emptiness, chasing validation without ever finding genuine fulfillment. Consider how Jesus dealt with those who tried to test or manipulate Him. He did not engage in their games, but instead spoke truth that left no room for their schemes to take root. His focus was always on the greater purpose, on bringing love, truth, and healing into a broken world. Think about situations in our lives today where people flaunt what they perceive as better lives, achievements, or relationships to elicit envy. It's easy to fall into comparison or feel hurt when faced with such displays. But as believers, our worth is already established in God's love, which never changes based on someone else's opinion or actions. Jesus reminds us that those who seek praise from others often do so because they cannot see their own true worth. While they may achieve temporary satisfaction, it comes at the cost of their inner peace and spiritual authenticity. When someone makes a show of moving on or attempting to diminish your light, take a moment to reflect on where your true value lies. Remember that God's love and approval do not change based on human actions. Let their attempts to provoke you fall flat. Instead, focus on the path God has set before you. Ask yourself, how would Jesus want you to respond to such challenges? Would He call you to retaliate? Or would he lead you toward forgiveness, strength, and self-assurance rooted in faith? In every challenge, there is an opportunity to grow spiritually. When others seek to manipulate your emotions, rise above with compassion and steadfastness. Draw strength from knowing that you walk with God and that no human attempt can shake your identity as one of His beloved. This strength, this clarity, and this unwavering connection with God are what make you truly chosen. Let your journey inspire others not by trying to prove anything, but by reflecting God's grace, love, and resilience. The new partner they sought to flaunt may initially appear captivated, but in time, God's divine light uncovers all hidden motives. Just as Scripture says, "For nothing is hidden that will not be revealed, nor is anything secret that will not be known and come to light." Luke 8:17. Their intentions to use this relationship as a tool to create envy and manipulate your emotions only serve to highlight their own insecurities and wounds. When someone operates from a place of deceit or pride, God sees all and ensures that the truth emerges, often when they least expect it. The cracks in their facade begin to show, and even those they try to impress come to realize the manipulation and selfish motives behind their actions. Their attempt to bring you down is not a sign of your weakness, but a testament to their fear of losing control. God has a plan for His chosen ones, a plan that moves beyond pettiness and deceit. "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord, "plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:11. While they are trapped in their own cycle of insecurity, you are free to grow, transform, and elevate spiritually. The more you refuse to engage in their games, the more they expose their own shortcomings. God's chosen do not need to compete for attention. They are already seen and valued by the one who matters most. Do you see how their actions ultimately reflect their own inner turmoil? Every attempt to provoke or make you feel lesser is rooted in their struggle to find significance outside of God's love. In their desperate attempts to prove something, they fail to see the strength, peace, and purpose that God grants to His chosen ones. Your spiritual awakening brings clarity, revealing that their power over you is nothing more than an illusion. As you walk with faith, know that God fights for you even when you do not see it. Stand firm, trust in His guidance, and watch as He turns their plans to harm you into stepping stones for your growth. No weapon forged against you will prevail. Isaiah 54:17. Your journey is ordained, and no amount of manipulation can hinder what God has destined for you. Are you ready to rise above manipulation and let God's light reveal the truth? Comment below. I will walk in faith to show your commitment to spiritual growth and divine purpose. The attempts of others to undermine you and make you feel less worthy often reveal a deeper truth about their own insecurities and weaknesses. When someone deliberately seeks to make you feel envious or tries to diminish your light, it exposes their own struggle with worthiness and control. In moments like these, it becomes clear that their tactics are not a reflection of your value, but rather an admission of their own fears and limitations. As chosen ones, you are called to rise above such petty games and embrace your spiritual awakening with grace and wisdom. In the Scriptures, we see countless examples of those who faced persecution and envy because of their unique purpose and calling. Even Jesus Christ encountered betrayal, jealousy, and attempts to undermine His divine mission. Yet He responded with compassion, truth, and unwavering faith in His Father's plan. In your journey, when faced with attempts to make you feel small, remember that your value is determined by God, not by the shifting opinions or manipulative behaviors of others. When others seek to elevate themselves by casting shadows over you, it is often because they see your light and feel threatened by it. Your spiritual awakening means recognizing this pattern and choosing not to be pulled into their games. Instead, it is a call to stand firm in your truth, rooted in faith and guided by divine wisdom. The attention and affection they offer to others in an attempt to make you jealous is fleeting and hollow. Your worth, however, is eternal and cannot be diminished by anyone's actions. Do not let the actions of others dictate your peace or shake your confidence. Set clear boundaries and let your faith be your shield. The trials you face are not meant to break you, but to strengthen your resolve and deepen your spiritual connection. Remember that every attempt to bring you down is an opportunity to rise higher in your purpose. God sees your heart, your intentions, and your resilience. He will use every challenge to shape you into the person you are meant to be. As believers, our journey with God often reveals profound truths that shape us deeply. When challenges arise, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the weight of worldly expectations and pressures. But God reminds us that our true identity and worth do not rest in the opinions of others. Jeremiah 29:11 tells us that God has plans for us, plans to prosper, not to harm, and to give hope and a future. This message serves as a powerful reminder that our path is not determined by the schemes of those who may wish to harm or undermine us. Consider how Jesus, even in the face of betrayal, remained steadfast and unwavering in his mission. This is a powerful example for us. He did not retaliate with bitterness. Instead, he chose love and compassion. As followers of Christ, we are called to do the same, not by ignoring our struggles, but by confronting them with faith and the assurance that God sees everything and works all things for our good. Romans 8:28. What does it mean for you to live as a light in darkness? How can you reflect God's love and strength even when faced with adversity? These questions challenge us to grow, to trust, and to be living testimonies of God's power and grace. Remember, when others try to dim your light, it is often because they see the brightness God has placed within you. Stay firm in your faith, rooted in God's truth, and allow Him to guide your steps. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, Isaiah 54:17, because you are shielded by the one who holds the universe in His hands. God's love and plans for you are unshakable, regardless of what others may try to do. Keep your eyes on Him, trust in His timing, and know that He will make a way where there seems to be none. Through faith, perseverance, and love, you will continue to rise above every challenge, reflecting His glory every step of the way. Have you ever faced trials by standing firm in God's truth and love? If so, share how His guidance transformed your journey in the comments below to inspire and uplift others. If not, comment, "I will trust," so we can walk this path of faith and strength together. When people attempt to manipulate you, seeking to make you jealous of who they give attention to, it reveals their insecurity and desire for control. As a chosen one, your strength is found not in reacting to these petty games, but in remaining anchored in faith and composure. God has blessed you with the ability to see through such attempts, granting you the clarity to choose peace over conflict. In Proverbs 19:11 it says, "A person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense." Your choice to rise above their tactics demonstrates wisdom and unwavering faith. By refusing to engage, you strip away their power and leave them to wrestle with their own insecurities. Why would someone seek to bring you down if they did not see something in you they felt they lacked? Often, it stems from a place of envy and fear of inadequacy. But you, strengthened by God's grace, know that true power does not lie in controlling others, but in standing firm in faith and integrity. They may try to create chaos, but you choose God's peace, reflecting Christ's teachings of love and patience. As it says in Romans 12:21, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." Your refusal to be drawn into their games is a testament to your spiritual maturity. When their attempts to manipulate fail, they often find themselves trapped by their own schemes, exposed and without the control they sought. They hoped to provoke jealousy, but ended up revealing their true nature. This is why it is crucial to remain steadfast in faith, anchored in God's truth. Your purpose and value do not depend on the opinions or actions of others. They are rooted in God's plan for you. Reflecting on Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope," reminds us that no external attempts to bring you down can alter the divine path set before you. So, how can you continue to walk in God's light despite the provocations of others? By staying true to your faith and trusting in God's protection, you rise above. In doing so, you leave behind those who seek to distract and ensnare. Focus on God's purpose for you and know that every trial you face is an opportunity to grow in faith and strength. Trust that God sees your heart and will guide you through every challenge. Your journey is greater than their attempts to divert you. It is a path of faith, strength, and divine calling. Keep moving forward in God's grace. When they tried to manipulate you by giving attention to others, hoping to make you feel jealous or insecure, they were playing a game rooted in insecurity and ego. But instead of reacting, you turned to God. In moments like these, your relationship with the Lord becomes the ultimate source of strength, reminding you that you don't need validation from man when you have the unwavering love and support of the Almighty. Turning to prayer and centering yourself in God's grace helps you detach from petty attempts to control you, shining a light on the deeper spiritual truth. No one can take what God has destined for you. The Bible reminds us in Isaiah 54 verse 17 that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. By refusing to engage with their attempts, you embody this promise, turning their weapons of manipulation into their own downfall. Detachment through God's wisdom isn't about indifference. It's about focusing on what truly matters: your spiritual growth, your purpose, and your divine calling. When they see that their schemes cannot sway you, they become entangled in their own actions, and their plans crumble. In the modern world, where we often face toxic relationships, jealousy, and attempts at emotional control, relying on faith and God's love elevates you beyond the reach of these trials. Remember, God's plan for you is filled with hope and prosperity, as stated in Jeremiah 29 verse 11. This truth sets you apart, making you a beacon of resilience and faith for others to witness. By maintaining your peace, you show that true power lies not in reacting, but in trusting God's higher purpose for your life. They may try to test your faith, but each attempt only strengthens your resolve. Your choice to stay anchored in the Lord reveals their own emptiness and need for control. When you refuse to give your energy to manipulation, you declare that your worth is found in Christ and that you are led by a higher calling. This steadfastness, fueled by prayer and a deep connection with God, becomes a source of strength that others can't comprehend. The light of the Lord within you reveals the darkness of their intentions, and their games turn into lessons they must face themselves. In moments of trial, draw nearer to God, who sees every tear and hears every silent prayer. Let your detachment be a reflection of your unwavering faith and trust that God will handle what you cannot. As chosen ones, you are meant to rise, not to be diminished by the actions of those who do not understand your light. Trust in His plan, and remember, nothing can separate you from the love of God. That is your shield, your strength, and your victory. As chosen ones, remember that no one can diminish the divine light within you. Those who try to provoke jealousy or manipulate your emotions reveal more about their own insecurities than about your worth. By staying true to God's purpose and rising above their games, you demonstrate the strength and wisdom that comes from a deep spiritual connection. Continue to walk in faith, anchored in God's love, and let His peace guide you forward. If this message resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom so you won't miss our upcoming videos on empowerment and spiritual growth. Don't forget to turn on notifications to stay connected with our community. Share your thoughts and journey with us in the comments below. Let's rise together. The Mirror Principle. If you don't change this, reality will never change. Spiritual wisdom. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. This timeless wisdom reminds us that the change we seek in our lives begins with the shift we make within ourselves. Welcome to today's video on the Mirror Principle, where we'll dive deep into how your beliefs, thoughts, and emotions shape the reality you experience. If you've ever wondered why certain patterns seem to repeat in your life, despite your best efforts to change them, this principle could be the missing key. As we explore this transformative concept, I encourage you to reflect. What is your reality currently showing you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's unlock the power within to create the life we truly desire, one shift at a time. Have you ever reflected on the profound idea that the reality you experience each day isn't simply a result of outside influences, but a direct manifestation of the beliefs you hold deep within yourself? This concept lies at the heart of the Mirror Principle, a transformative idea that shows how our internal world of thoughts, emotions, and beliefs shapes the external reality we live in. The crux of this principle is that reality is not something that happens to us. Rather, we are active creators of it, influenced by the beliefs we carry, whether we are conscious of them or not. The Mirror Principle illustrates how the outer world functions as a perfect reflection of the beliefs stored in our subconscious mind. This reflection is objective and impartial, meaning it doesn't distort or alter what it reflects. It merely mirrors the essence of what we hold within. If your internal beliefs are grounded in love, abundance, and potential, the world will reflect those qualities back to you. On the other hand, if your mindset is driven by fear, lack, and limitation, those will be the themes that dominate your experiences. To understand the Mirror Principle more clearly, imagine looking into an actual mirror. The image staring back at you is an exact reflection of what stands before it. If you're dissatisfied with what you see, attempting to alter the mirror itself would be pointless. Instead, you would adjust your own appearance or the object in front of the mirror to achieve the reflection you desire. In much the same way, the circumstances of your life mirror the beliefs you hold within. If you seek to change the reality around you, it must begin by reshaping the beliefs inside. Ready to transform your life from within? If so, comment, "I will shift my beliefs," as a declaration of your commitment to embracing the Mirror Principle. This concept reaches beyond just the thoughts you consciously think. It delves into the realm of your core beliefs, the deeply held assumptions you have about yourself, others, and the world. These beliefs are often formed in early life or shaped by significant experiences and continue to operate beneath the surface, subtly guiding your perceptions and interactions. The Mirror Principle invites us to bring these subconscious beliefs into the open, to evaluate them thoughtfully, and to consciously choose those that align with the life we aspire to create. As we begin to transform our inner world by replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones, the reflection we see in the mirror of reality shifts accordingly. For example, if you shift a belief of unworthiness into one of self-love and acceptance, you will start to notice your relationships, opportunities, and life experiences reflecting that new sense of worth. The outer world will gradually align with your inner transformation, offering circumstances that echo your newly adopted beliefs. The Mirror Principle transcends being a mere idea. It represents a fundamental spiritual law that shapes our reality. It suggests that the external world is a direct reflection of your internal state, meaning that the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions you hold within yourself are expressed outwardly in your life. This principle highlights the fact that unless you make changes within, your outer reality will remain unchanged, reinforcing cycles of frustration and stagnation familiar to many. Essentially, every person, situation, or event you come across serves as a mirror, reflecting back an aspect of yourself. When faced with a challenging situation, rather than trying to change the external circumstances right away, first, take a moment to reflect on what it reveals about your inner world. Step 1. Shift your perspective. The first stage in embracing the mirror principle is to move your focus away from external events and instead examine your inner state. This involves taking full responsibility for your life, a practice that may feel unfamiliar at first. Rather than attributing blame to others or outside situations for your struggles, ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me about myself? What belief or feeling within me is influencing this reality? This shift in perspective is crucial because it empowers you to take charge of the change process, enabling you to start the internal transformation necessary to alter your external world. Step 2. Cultivate self-awareness. The next essential step is to foster a deep sense of self-awareness. This means observing how you react to the people and situations around you. Pay close attention to the emotions that surface and consider what they reveal about your current state of being. For instance, if you frequently find yourself frustrated by others, it may point to inner turmoil or unresolved anger. By recognizing these emotional triggers, you begin to uncover areas of yourself that require healing or adjustment. Self-awareness forms the foundation upon which you can build a more balanced and fulfilling life. Step 3. Transform from within. Once you've identified the internal beliefs or emotions reflected in your outer reality, the next step is to begin transforming them. This could be done through practices like meditation, journaling, or working with a spiritual guide to help release negative emotions and shift your mindset. The purpose here is to remove the internal barriers that are blocking you from living the life you desire. As you work to transform your inner world, you will naturally start to see changes in your external circumstances. This isn't a coincidence, but a direct manifestation of the spiritual law that your outer reality mirrors your inner state. Step 4. Integrate into daily life. To make the mirror principle a practical part of your everyday life, begin by mindfully observing your interactions and experiences. Take note of how your internal state shapes your daily encounters. For example, if you start the day with an attitude of gratitude and optimism, you'll likely find that your experiences are more positive and rewarding. On the other hand, carrying stress and negativity often leads to a day filled with difficulties. By consistently applying this principle, you can gradually reshape your daily reality to reflect the peace, joy, and abundance that you seek. When you stand in front of a mirror with a frown, what do you see? A frown looking right back at you. No matter how much you wish for the reflection to smile, it won't happen unless you change your expression first. The same principle applies to life. If your inner world is dominated by doubt, fear, or negativity, the outer world will mirror that back to you in the form of challenges, obstacles, and unmet desires. The good news is that by shifting your inner state, embracing positivity, gratitude, and a sense of possibility, you'll begin to see a new reflection in the mirror of life. Breaking this cycle requires deliberate effort to shift your inner world. You must be open to examining your beliefs, attitudes, and emotions, and acknowledging how they manifest in your life. It's not enough to merely wish for change. You have to become the change you want to see. Reflect on this. What kind of energy am I putting out into the world? Is it in harmony with the life I aspire to create? If not, how can I redirect my energy and focus to attract more positive outcomes? Spiritual awakening is deeply intertwined with this process. As your awareness grows of the connection between your inner and outer worlds, you start to understand the immense power of your thoughts and feelings. Awakening spiritually means realizing that you're not just a bystander in your life, you are an active creator. By taking ownership of your inner state, you can radically transform your reality. The crucial insight here is that without changing what's within, your external circumstances will remain the same. The mirror will keep reflecting the old patterns, leaving you trapped in a cycle of dissatisfaction. So, what step can you take today to start breaking the cycle? Remember, your outer world is a direct reflection of your inner state. Leave a comment below saying, "I'm ready for change," if you're prepared to take action. Begin by observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. When you notice yourself falling into negative habits or self-doubt, gently guide your attention back to what you want to create. Practice gratitude for what you already have and envision the reality you wish to build. Live as though your life is already a reflection of your highest aspirations, and soon, the mirror will start to show you a new version of reality, one filled with the possibilities you've always dreamed of. To transform your life and achieve the success you seek, the journey begins from within. If you're striving for abundance, happiness, or fulfillment, the secret doesn't lie in altering your external circumstances, but in aligning your inner self with these aspirations. Think of yourself as a magnet. The energy you emit attracts similar energies from the universe. If you hold on to scarcity, fear, or doubt within, your external world will mirror those same feelings. However, when you cultivate a mindset filled with abundance, confidence, and love, life will reflect these qualities back to you. This goes beyond simply thinking positively. It's about deeply integrating these attributes into your very essence. Take, for instance, the story of a young professional who felt trapped in a job that seemed to go nowhere. Although he longed for success, frustration grew as opportunities seemed scarce. Every day his circumstances were the same: a stagnant career and a sense of growing dissatisfaction. One day he recognized that his internal dialogue was filled with doubt and fear of failure. He constantly told himself he wasn't capable, that success wasn't meant for him. This negative self-talk acted like a flawed mirror, distorting the reality he experienced. When he made a conscious choice to change his internal story, everything shifted. He began visualizing himself as successful, confident, and capable. Even though his external situation remained unchanged at first, he started to feel the energy of success within him. Gradually, his outer world followed suit, new opportunities appeared, his efforts were recognized, and his career soared in ways he hadn't thought possible. This story highlights a powerful truth. Your internal state lays the foundation for your external reality. If you want to see a shift in your life, you must first alter the beliefs, thoughts, and stories you hold about yourself. Have you ever taken the time to shift your inner dialogue to align with the life you truly desire? If so, share your story of transformation in the comments to inspire others. If you haven't yet started this process, comment, "I'm ready to transform." And let's begin this empowering journey together. Embrace that identity now, not just in your thoughts, but in your actions, feelings, and energy. Spiritual awakening is the recognition that you hold the power to shape your reality from the inside out. It's about waking up to the fact that you are the architect of your experiences, and by transforming your inner world, you have the ability to transform the world around you. So how do you begin this inner transformation? Start by becoming mindful of the stories you tell yourself daily. Are they filled with potential and empowerment, or are they laced with fear and limitations? The narrative you choose to embrace dictates the energy you project, and in turn, shapes the reality you experience. It's equally important to surround yourself with influences that reinforce the identity you want to embody. Whether through the books you read, the people you interact with, or the content you consume, ensure that these influences support the version of you that is aligned with your highest goals. As you embark on this journey of inner transformation, remember that patience and perseverance are essential. Change may not happen immediately, but with consistent effort, your inner world will begin to manifest the success, joy, and fulfillment you desire. The core message is simple yet profound. If you want to change your reality, you must first transform from within. Embrace the process of spiritual awakening and watch as your outer reality begins to mirror the life you've always envisioned. What internal shift will you make today to start aligning your reality with your deepest desires? The power to create this change is in your hands. Your transformation begins now, and it all starts from within. If this message resonates with you, drop a comment saying, "I'm ready to transform." Let's support one another on this journey of inner growth and transformation. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more guidance on how to align your inner self with the life you truly desire. Your transformation starts today. Embrace it fully. Your reality is a direct reflection of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, much like a mirror echoes the image it sees. If your attention is centered on fears and uncertainties, those will be the very things that show up in your life. To transform your reality, it's essential to redirect your focus towards what you genuinely desire. Think of your life as a mirrored image. If you're constantly filled with worry or negativity, your life will project that back to you. On the other hand, when you focus on your goals and bring your thoughts, feelings, and actions into alignment with those aspirations, you begin to shift what's reflected back. As James Allen wisely remarked, your present situation is a result of your past thoughts. Your future will be shaped by the thoughts you have today. Changing your focus isn't merely about indulging in fantasies. It's about cultivating a genuine belief that you are capable of realizing your dreams and then taking consistent steps towards them. Imagine your mind like a tuning dial on a radio. When set to the correct frequency, the signal becomes clear and your desires begin to unfold. But the key is having faith in your ability to reach these goals. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you believe you can or believe you can't, you're right." Your beliefs hold immense power and play a crucial role in crafting your reality. So, reflect on this. What are you focusing on? Which beliefs might be standing in your way? By transforming your inner world, your thoughts, beliefs, and focus, you can start reshaping your outer world. It's not something that happens overnight, but with persistence and patience, your life will gradually reflect the desires you hold within. As Tony Robbins wisely notes, it's not occasional actions that define our lives, but what we do consistently. The power to create change is already within you, and it begins with where you direct your focus today. If you found this message meaningful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Let's continue this journey of reshaping our reality together by focusing on what truly matters and manifesting our greatest desires. In life, we often fall into the trap of believing that our emotions are responsible for shaping our reality. We might think that feelings of anger, sadness, or joy somehow dictate what the world mirrors back to us. However, the reality is this: the reflection you see is not a product of your emotions, but rather the substance of your thoughts. This concept is known as the mirror principle, a profound spiritual truth. The thoughts you hold on to, the mental content you nurture, form the reflection of the reality you experience. It's not the transient emotions that pass through us that mold our world, but the deep-seated beliefs and thoughts that we repeatedly entertain. These thoughts act as seeds, planted in the fertile ground of the universe, which eventually sprout into the experiences and situations you encounter. Once we grasp this principle, it becomes evident why directing our focus toward positive and empowering content is crucial. Imagine the mirror as an impartial observer. It doesn't judge or discriminate against what you present. It simply reflects back whatever is before it. If your mind is filled with negativity, doubt, and fear, the mirror will project those exact qualities into your reality. However, by shifting your mental focus to thoughts of abundance, success, and joy, you will start to see these things mirrored back to you. This isn't about masking your true emotions, but about making the conscious choice to focus on the positive, even when challenges arise. To relate this idea to modern life, think about the information you absorb each day. Today, we are inundated with content from all directions: the news, social media, entertainment, and beyond. If your mind is constantly exposed to negative stories, tales of failure, or messages of lack, your thoughts will naturally begin to reflect these patterns. The more you immerse yourself in this kind of content, the more it colors your thinking and in turn your life. Conversely, if you make a deliberate effort to consume uplifting, motivational, and growth-oriented content, your thoughts will begin to mirror those qualities and your life will start to follow suit. If the concept of the mirror principle resonates with you and you recognize the value in aligning your thoughts with the reality you wish to create, I'd love to hear your perspective. Share your experience by commenting "I am focused" below and connect with others embracing this transformative idea. This principle goes beyond just the external content you consume. It extends to the internal conversations you have with yourself. Are you consistently criticizing yourself, focusing on imperfections, or dwelling on past mistakes? If so, that is the image you're projecting into the mirror. And it's no surprise that life reflects more of the same. Yet, when you alter that inner dialogue, when you start treating yourself with compassion, highlighting your strengths, and focusing on your potential, you'll witness a different reflection. Life will begin to align with your highest aspirations because your thoughts will resonate with the reality you truly wish to create. Understanding the significance of identity and worldview is essential because these elements form the foundation of how we perceive and experience the world. If you're looking to transform your life, the starting point lies within specifically in how you define your identity and how you interpret the world around you. Let's delve into why developing a strong and positive sense of self is key to reshaping your reality. Your identity is the internal narrative you craft about who you are. It is influenced by your life experiences, beliefs, and values. When you see yourself as capable, deserving, and worthy of good things, your actions naturally align with this empowering self-concept. In contrast, if your identity is rooted in self-doubt, fear, or a sense of helplessness, you may find yourself trapped in a cycle of negative outcomes. This is because your behaviors, often unconsciously, are driven by the beliefs you hold about yourself. A strong, positive identity serves as a guide that leads you toward opportunities, success, and personal fulfillment. Consider this example. Imagine two individuals with similar skills and opportunities. One views themselves as confident and competent, trusting that through hard work they can achieve their goals. The other, however, struggles with self-esteem, frequently questioning their abilities and worthiness. Over time, the confident individual takes more chances, embraces opportunities, and ultimately achieves greater success because their identity supports their aspirations. On the other hand, the person with low self-worth may hesitate, miss out on opportunities, and reinforce their negative self-image through unfulfilled goals. The difference in their outcomes stems not from external factors, but from the identities they've chosen to embrace. This is where the law of attraction comes into play. According to this principle, similar energies attract one another. A positive identity generates positive energy, which in turn attracts positive experiences, people, and opportunities into your life. Your external reality begins to mirror the positivity you carry within. Conversely, a negative identity may draw in more negativity, further reinforcing the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Now let's shift our focus to worldview, which is closely intertwined with identity. Your worldview is the lens through which you make sense of everything around you. It shapes how you understand and engage with the world and is deeply influenced by the way you perceive yourself. If you adopt a positive, growth-oriented worldview, you're more likely to view challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and life itself as full of potential. This mindset propels you forward, helping you navigate life's fluctuations with resilience and optimism. In contrast, if your worldview is driven by negativity, fear, or a mindset of scarcity, you may see roadblocks where others see possibilities. You may perceive the world as harsh or unkind, and this perspective will limit your potential. Even when opportunities present themselves, you might overlook them because your worldview suggests they aren't for you, or worse, that they don't exist at all. To reshape your reality, it's vital to bring your identity and worldview into alignment. Together, they must create a harmonious, positive internal environment that can then be reflected in the outer world. This alignment requires consistent effort and self-awareness. Ask yourself, are your current views empowering you or holding you back? Once you identify areas that need improvement, take intentional steps to change. For instance, if low self-esteem is an issue, practice affirming your worth and abilities regularly. Surround yourself with positive influences that reinforce the identity and worldview you wish to cultivate. As you work on strengthening your identity and shaping a more positive worldview, remember that this is an ongoing journey. Each day offers a new opportunity to reinforce empowering beliefs and let go of those that no longer serve you. As your inner world aligns with the reality you desire, you'll begin to see that transformation reflected in your life. If you've already reflected on how your identity shapes your reality, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments so we can all learn from each other. If you haven't yet, simply comment, "I will explore," to commit to beginning this journey of transformation together. Let's redefine how we see ourselves and, in turn, reshape the realities we experience. Maintaining a steady, positive identity, even in the face of life's fluctuations, is essential. It's simple to remain upbeat when life is smooth, but the real challenge surfaces during difficult moments. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "What lies within us is far greater than what lies before us." This speaks to the idea that your inner world holds the most power over your life, no matter what external events may unfold. When you encounter hardships, ask yourself, am I letting this situation shape my internal state? Or am I staying grounded in the positive identity I aspire to embody? Viktor Frankl emphasized that the ability to choose your response is your most profound power. Keeping your thoughts and beliefs aligned, especially in difficult times, reinforces your commitment to a positive identity. How you view obstacles matters too. Do you see them as chances to grow? Alan Watts encouraged us to join the dance of change, indicating that welcoming challenges is essential for maintaining a positive sense of self. As Jim Rohn suggested, the company you keep has a substantial influence on your inner state, so surround yourself with positivity. And remember, practicing gratitude is transformative. Oprah Winfrey shared, "Be thankful for what you have. You'll attract even more." Gratitude shifts your attention to the good, and life will reflect that energy back to you. So, when challenges appear, remember to turn inward. By consistently choosing to live from a place of positivity, you align with the law of attraction, shaping a reality that mirrors your highest self. The power to create change begins within. Are you ready to embrace your inner strength and remain true to a positive identity through life's ups and downs? If you are, comment. I choose positivity to affirm your dedication to embodying your best self, no matter what. Together, let's craft a life that reflects our fullest potential. As we wrap up this video, let's reflect on the powerful insights we've gained through the mirror principle. We've learned that the reality we experience is a direct reflection of our inner beliefs and thoughts. If you want to see lasting change in your life, it all starts from within. By shifting your mindset, practicing self-awareness, and transforming your inner world, you'll begin to notice those positive changes reflected in your external reality. So what internal shift will you make today to align your life with your deepest desires? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our spiritual wisdom community for more transformative insights. Your path to a better reality starts now. Embrace it, and let's walk this journey of growth together. Chosen ones, if you lose this one physical battle, God cannot use you. God is watching. Spiritual awakening, spiritual wisdom. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. Today, I invite you, chosen ones, to reflect deeply on this promise. Each of us faces battles, and sometimes the hardest fight is the one against ourselves, against the pain and scars we carry. But remember, God sees every struggle, every tear, and He stands ready to lift you up. Take a moment to ask yourself, what is one wound you've been carrying that you're ready to release to Him? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story may help someone else on their journey. As we dive into today's message on the importance of resilience and faith, know that God's love is steadfast. He calls each of us to rise above our trials, for He has a divine purpose in mind. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join this spiritual wisdom family as we walk together, strengthening our spirits in His presence. God's promise of His presence offers unwavering strength and hope to the chosen ones, guiding them through every challenge and struggle. This divine reassurance isn't just comforting words. It's a powerful reminder that with God by your side, every obstacle can become a stepping stone for growth. For those who are spiritually awake, every challenge, no matter how overwhelming, holds within it a chance to deepen your faith, test your resilience, and transform your life. God is watching closely, and He does so not as a distant deity, but as a loving guide invested in your journey. For men facing physical battles, be it health struggles, overcoming temptation, or the daily grind of life, winning these battles is crucial for fulfilling your divine mission. When you strengthen yourself physically and spiritually, you become a vessel through which God can manifest His plans on earth. This journey is a spiritual awakening, a call to align your body and soul with the higher purpose God has in store for you. Today's world presents countless distractions and trials. It's easy to lose focus, to let go of discipline, and to give in to despair. But as a chosen one, you are called to stand firm. Spiritual awakening is a continuous process that requires you to be vigilant, to rise each day with purpose and determination. When you nurture your body through discipline, care, and prayer, you become a powerful testament to God's grace and resilience. Think of Jacob wrestling with the angel until dawn. His determination to seek God's blessing symbolizes every battle you face in life. The fight is not merely physical, but deeply spiritual. When you push through hardships with faith and perseverance, you emerge stronger, ready for God's work. This is why losing a physical battle can have deep spiritual implications. Your mission is too important to be abandoned. God needs you to be strong, prepared, and unwavering in your faith. Your daily routines, prayer, meditation, acts of kindness, and self-care are sacred tools that connect you more deeply with God. They are your armor in this battle for spiritual and physical mastery. Being a chosen one means living in alignment with God's will and being a beacon of light for others. When you stand firm, God's light shines through you, bringing hope and inspiration to those around you. If you are ready to embrace God's divine presence, strengthen your spirit, and overcome every battle with unwavering faith, comment, "I am chosen." Let your commitment be a beacon of hope and strength for others, and stand firm as a testament to God's grace. God's presence in your life is transformative. It empowers you to overcome fear, to stand strong when faced with adversity, and to trust that you are never truly alone. Fear is a force that seeks to isolate and weaken you, to make you believe that you are unworthy or incapable of fulfilling your purpose. But God watches over you and offers His strength so that you may rise above these challenges. Trust in Him turns fear into courage and weakness into strength. How often have you let fear hold you back from what you know in your heart you are called to do? The spiritual journey is not about never experiencing fear. It is about choosing faith and trusting that God is with you every step of the way. With His presence, you can confront anything that threatens to derail you. When you feel afraid, remember that God is greater than any fear you face. He equips you to turn fear into a tool for growth and a source of strength. This is not a journey you take alone. God walks beside you, guiding you and helping you transform each challenge into an opportunity for spiritual growth. Will you let fear win, or will you trust in God's strength to carry you forward? By facing your fears with faith, you set an example for others, showing that with God, even the most daunting battles can be overcome. This is your calling, to be a beacon of courage and faith in a world that often gives in to fear. Embrace God's presence, rise above the doubts, and fulfill the purpose He has laid before you. Every battle you face, every fear you conquer, strengthens not only your spirit, but also inspires those around you to find their own faith and courage. Remember, God is always watching over you, ready to transform your fears into victories if you choose to trust in Him completely. If this message resonates with you, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Your journey of courage, faith, and transformation continues with each step forward. Trust in God's strength, overcome your fears, and become the beacon of hope and resilience this world needs. God's presence has the power to transform even the deepest fear into faith, turning moments of isolation into incredible strength and unwavering trust. To be one of God's chosen means, you will face challenges designed to refine and strengthen your spirit. Fear, in all its forms, seeks to weaken your resolve, but God watches closely, ready to empower you if you stand firm in faith. As Psalm 27 verse 1 reminds us, "The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life, of whom shall I be afraid?" This promise is more than comforting words. It is a divine assurance that His presence gives you strength in every battle. Fear isn't just an emotion. It is a force that can hold you back from fulfilling your divine purpose. When fear strikes, it asks if you will trust God or let doubt consume you. Reflect for a moment. How often do you allow fear to dictate your choices and silence the voice of courage within? Each time you give in, you may be losing a battle that God has already equipped you to win. The path of spiritual awakening requires facing fear with faith, knowing that God never leaves you alone in your struggles. Courage grows when you choose to move forward despite trembling in your heart, and it is in this journey that you experience the power of God's transformative presence. Remember, the real test often comes when no one is watching except God. In these moments when you stand at the crossroads of fear and faith, God is there, offering His strength to steady you. True spiritual awakening comes when you lean on Him completely. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1 verse 9. This command is not just for extraordinary moments, but for the everyday battles you face. Each small act of courage strengthens your spirit and brings you closer to God's purpose. Ask yourself this: are you ready to step into the battles God has placed before you, even when they feel overwhelming? The call to be chosen is not only about your life, but the lives of others God wants to reach through you. When you rise above fear, others are inspired to do the same. Losing to fear diminishes the light you are meant to bring into the world. Instead, God calls you to be a vessel of His strength, a reflection of His love, and a champion of faith. Imagine how different your life and the lives around you would be if you chose faith every time fear spoke. To fully embrace your purpose, you must risk stepping beyond your comfort zone. God sees your potential, even in moments of weakness. He watches, not to judge, but to guide and encourage. When fear grips you, remember that His power is made perfect in your weakness. The question you must ponder is this: what am I willing to sacrifice for God's divine plan? In every struggle, know that God cheers for you, knowing you are capable of victory. Trust in Him, face your battles with courage, and step into the destiny He has laid out for you. With God's presence, fear transforms, faith blossoms, and your purpose becomes clear. God sees every wound you carry and every tear you shed, even when no one else does. His promise to heal you is real, but it starts with you allowing His presence into the depths of your heart where pain resides. When we carry wounds, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, they become barriers, blocking the light God wants to shine through us. Healing isn't an act of hiding pain, but facing it with the strength that comes from trusting God's plan. Many chosen ones experience betrayal, rejection, and heartache, and the scars can feel permanent. But remember, God sees your journey and has a purpose, even for the pain you endured. Spiritual awakening begins when you understand that nothing you've experienced is wasted in His hands. Every setback, every moment of suffering, can become a testimony of resilience and divine transformation if you open yourself up to His healing touch. We often bury our hurt beneath a smile, pretend we are strong while breaking inside, and refuse to share our burdens out of fear of judgment. This is not what God wants for you. His invitation is to lay down your burdens and allow Him to work within you. Healing takes time, and there will be moments when you doubt, but in every struggle, God remains steadfast. He walks with you, not judging your pain, but embracing it and transforming it into strength. Remember, forgiveness, whether towards others or yourself, is a powerful act that releases your soul from bondage. Holding on to bitterness and anger is like drinking poison and expecting another to suffer. Letting go of this pain allows God's healing power to flow through you, making you a vessel for His work. God cannot fully use a person who remains broken and unwilling to heal. The battle to overcome your wounds is not a sign of weakness. It is a journey that shows strength and trust in God's purpose. Embrace your vulnerability, open your heart, and trust in His plan. As you heal, your spiritual awakening unfolds and your light shines brighter. You become a source of inspiration, a beacon of hope, and an example of how God transforms pain into purpose. This path of healing is not easy, but it is worth every step because God is always watching, ready to bless and guide you through the process. Take that step today and walk forward, knowing you are never alone. If this message touched your heart, I invite you to reflect deeply and take that step towards healing. Comment, "I trust in His healing," if you're ready to open your heart and let God's light shine through your wounds. Or comment, "I'm still searching," if you feel the journey is just beginning for you. Remember, every step towards healing brings you closer to divine purpose. To fulfill your divine purpose, you must understand that God calls you to a journey of deep healing. Healing isn't about brushing aside the wounds of the past. It is about courageously facing them and surrendering them to God's grace. When you hold on to pain, resentment, or old scars, they become barriers that distance you from God's work in your life. God cannot use you fully if your spirit remains weighed down by burdens that you refuse to release. Therefore, healing becomes a spiritual battle that every chosen one must face. The choice to let go, to forgive, and to rise above is one of the most powerful declarations of faith you can make. God is watching your steps, not to judge, but to guide you into transformation. Many have walked this path before, carrying wounds so deep that they believed they would never heal. Yet, it is in the act of choosing to let go that true transformation happens. Consider the story of a man who spent decades harboring bitterness towards those who wronged him. It consumed him, leaving him spiritually depleted and isolated. But the moment he knelt down and asked God for the strength to forgive, a shift began. It was not easy. He wrestled with his pride, his fear, and his pain. But each prayer, each step of surrender brought him closer to God's light. He became a vessel for divine love and empathy, showing others that healing is possible when you let God lead. The path to healing is often filled with challenges. There will be days when it feels impossible, moments when the weight of your pain seems too much to bear. But remember, God sees every struggle. He is with you in the darkest valleys and on the mountaintops of triumph. He knows the potential within you and wants you to step into it fully. The act of letting go and trusting Him with your healing is one of the greatest acts of faith and strength you can demonstrate. In conclusion, healing is not just about finding peace within yourself. It is about unlocking the full power of God's purpose for your life. If you refuse to confront and release your pain, it limits what God can do through you. But if you step forward with faith, seeking healing and trusting God's guidance, you will become a beacon of His love and power. Are you ready to embark on this powerful journey of healing and transformation? If so, comment below, "I let go and trust," to declare your commitment to this path of faith and surrender. Let God guide your steps to healing and fulfillment. Enduring hope rooted in God's unwavering promises is what gives strength to every believer in the face of trials and uncertainties. The Bible tells us that we have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Hebrews 6:19. This hope is not based on temporary relief or fleeting comfort, but on the steadfast assurance of God's word. The story of Joseph serves as a profound reminder of this. Sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused and thrown into prison, Joseph's life was marked by relentless challenges. Yet, through every trial, he held on to the hope that God's promises would be fulfilled. Even in the depths of despair, he believed in a greater plan unfolding for his life. Why is this hope so important? Because it transforms how we face battles and hardships. Hope in God gives us the strength to rise above fear and uncertainty, knowing that His promises never fail. It allows us to endure, to keep going when we want to give up. As Joseph's story shows, God's timing is perfect. What appeared to be setbacks were stepping stones toward his divine destiny. Joseph's perseverance turned him from a prisoner into a powerful leader, saving countless lives, including those who betrayed him. It is a testament to the truth that God's promises can turn even the darkest moments into light. For us, hope in God's promises is more than an emotional crutch. It is a powerful force that shapes our perspective and actions. When we trust in God's promises, we can face difficulties with courage and purpose. The question for each of us is, do we truly believe in God's promises enough to anchor our lives in them? It is easy to have faith when everything is going well, but the true test comes when we are faced with trials. In those moments, will we hold on to hope, or will we let go? God's promises are numerous and meant to uplift us. "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord, "plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. This is a reminder that God's plans for us are always good, even when we cannot see the full picture. The path may be hard, but His promises assure us that there is a purpose behind every trial. When we stand firm in hope, we become living examples of God's faithfulness to the world around us. We reflect His strength, His love, and His mercy. As believers, we are called to share this hope with others, to be lights in a world often consumed by darkness and despair. Our hope is contagious. It gives strength to those who are weak and courage to those who are afraid. When we speak of God's promises and live them out, we inspire others to seek the same unshakable foundation. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40:31. In every struggle, in every moment of doubt, remember that God is with you. His promises are your anchor, keeping you steady when the storms of life rage. They remind us that we are never alone, that our pain and struggles have meaning, and that victory is possible through faith. Let hope lead you. Let it be the light in your darkest moments. God's plan for each of us is not random. It is intentional, purposeful, and crafted with divine care, even when life feels chaotic and directionless. At times, we may find ourselves questioning why we face certain struggles or endure difficult seasons. These moments of doubt, however, are often when God's purpose is at work, molding us into stronger vessels for His glory. To experience true spiritual awakening, we must trust in His timing and allow ourselves to be guided by His hand, even when the path seems unclear. Many biblical stories illustrate how God uses challenges to prepare and elevate those He calls. Consider the journey of Joseph, sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused and imprisoned. It would have been easy for him to lose hope, to believe that God had abandoned him. Yet through all the trials, Joseph's unwavering faith led him to a position of great influence where he could save countless lives. God's plan for him was secure even during the darkest moments. This same divine care extends to each of us, reassuring us that no hardship is in vain. God's plans are always greater than our own, often beyond what we can comprehend. He sees the beginning and the end, weaving together moments of joy and sorrow to fulfill a divine purpose. In times of uncertainty, remind yourself that God is faithful. His plans are not deterred by human failures or setbacks. He can use every situation for His glory. Our responsibility is to remain steadfast, to nurture our relationship with Him through prayer, scripture, and faith-driven actions. As you walk this path, remember that God's plan is not just about what He does for us, but what He does through us. Every blessing and every challenge is an opportunity to become a vessel for His love and light. Trust in Him, for He is watching, guiding, and working all things for good. This spiritual journey requires courage, faith, and the willingness to step forward even when the way is not clear, knowing that God is in control. Did this message resonate with you? If so, comment "Guided by His plan" below. Let's continue exploring how faith, trust, and courage illuminate our spiritual journey together. To access God's peace, we must learn to shift our focus from life's problems and trials to His love and guidance. Many times, we get caught up in daily conflicts, self-doubt, and challenges that seem overwhelming. But true peace is not found in the absence of these trials. It is discovered in God's presence as we go through them. Picture life as a tumultuous sea. Each crashing wave represents fear, rejection, or heavy burdens. When we anchor ourselves in God, we remain steady despite the stormy waters. For the chosen ones, there is a higher calling: to rise above worldly battles and embrace God's purpose. Losing focus and succumbing to fear weakens the connection God has with you. But remember, He is always watching and ready to support you as long as you seek Him. Consider a person facing relentless setbacks at work and in their personal life. They tried everything, seeking validation, working long hours, and striving to prove their worth, yet they felt empty. When they chose to surrender their worries and focus on their spirituality, they experienced a profound shift. God's peace filled their heart, and clarity returned. Though challenges didn't vanish instantly, they found strength to endure and were transformed, becoming a source of inspiration for others. God's presence in our lives is a powerful and unending source of strength. For those called to be chosen ones, every step you take is a chance to reflect divine purpose and love. But to fulfill this calling, it is crucial to face and conquer physical battles that threaten to pull you away from God's path. These struggles are more than physical challenges. They test your discipline, resolve, and connection to God. As it's written, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Philippians 4:13. This is a reminder that your strength to win battles does not come from within alone, but from a divine source that empowers you. Have you ever felt like giving up? Perhaps it was a struggle with health, addiction, procrastination, or even fear. These battles are not just obstacles. They are the training ground for your spiritual awakening. Winning means breaking free from limitations that keep you from fully stepping into your God-given purpose. Each victory, no matter how small, is a testament to your faith and determination. God is watching to see if you are ready to receive more, for He will not entrust greater blessings to those who are not prepared. This preparation begins with discipline and self-control, for discipline yourself for the purpose of godliness. 1 Timothy 4:7. The reality is, battles will come, and some may feel overwhelmed. In these moments, lean on God. Pray for strength, ask for guidance, and never lose sight of your faith. This is where true growth happens, where spiritual awakening begins. Losing one battle does not mean you are defeated. It means there is an opportunity to learn, grow, and return stronger. Reflect on these words. The righteous may fall 7 times, but still get up. Proverbs 24:16. God's grace is limitless. It lifts you up when you stumble and provides another chance to prove your dedication. Every chosen one has their own journey filled with struggles and triumphs. Your ability to overcome these trials shows that you are ready for the blessings God has prepared for you. He doesn't call the perfect. He calls those willing to grow, rise, and fight for their divine purpose. Are you ready to let go of fear, doubt, and any weakness that holds you back? This is your time to rise, to trust in God's power within you, and to transform every challenge into a testimony of victory. As you face each day, remember that God's presence is with you. No battle is too great when you stand with Him. Trust, believe, and keep moving forward. The path of a chosen one is not easy, but it is blessed. If this message resonates with you, comment below, "I rise with God," to declare your strength and invite divine empowerment into your life. Every step you take is a reflection of your faith and purpose. Let your journey be one of victory, growth, and spiritual awakening. God's unconditional love is a powerful force that surpasses all rejection and failure. It is a love that is unwavering, deeply rooted in grace, and available to every one of us. This love gives strength and hope even in the darkest moments, reminding us that no matter how far we may stray or how often we stumble, God remains steadfast and ready to embrace us. In our spiritual journey, it is essential to grasp that God's love is not conditional upon our successes or failures. It is an unshakable truth that can guide us through every trial and hardship we face. Understanding and embracing this divine love leads us to a deeper connection with God, transforming our lives from within. It invites us to stand tall in faith, knowing that we are not defined by our past mistakes, but by our capacity to grow, forgive, and strive for spiritual awakening. This awakening is a call to shed old patterns of fear, doubt, and self-limitation. It is about recognizing the immense power that God has placed within us and using that power to bring about positive change in ourselves and others. God's love strengthens us not just for our own sake, but to be vessels of His grace and love in the world. The prayer of faith and unity is where healing, strength, and true spiritual connection are born. It is in this sacred act of prayer that we bring together every aspect of our lives, the joys, the sorrows, the hopes, and the fears, laying them before God in faith. Through this unity in prayer, we draw closer to divine strength and wisdom, finding clarity and purpose in His plan. This is a spiritual call to action, a reminder that as chosen ones, our faith is a beacon for others. When we unite in prayer, we are not only lifting our own burdens, but also bringing light and hope into a world that desperately needs it. Let this serve as a reminder that every challenge, every struggle is an opportunity to grow closer to God, to deepen your spiritual awakening, and to be a testament of His boundless love. In conclusion, chosen ones, remember that every battle you face, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, is an opportunity to deepen your faith and strengthen your connection with God. He sees your struggles and stands ready to lift you up, guiding you toward your divine purpose. This journey demands resilience, discipline, and unwavering trust in His plan. Do not let fear or doubt hold you back. Instead, embrace God's transformative power to rise above every challenge. If this message resonated with you, please take a moment to like this video, share it with others who may need inspiration, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming content. Together, let's continue this journey of spiritual awakening, growth, and resilience. Thank you for being part of this transformative community. How to mentally control the energy field, hidden knowledge, spiritual wisdom. Energy flows where attention goes. This timeless saying reminds us that our focus has the power to shape not only our inner world, but the energy field around us. In today's video, we're diving into the hidden knowledge of how to mentally control your energy field, unlocking a force that influences your well-being and interactions with the world. Imagine the possibilities if you could direct this energy toward peace, growth, and abundance. As we explore these principles, ask yourself, how can I use this knowledge to elevate my daily life? Comment below with your thoughts, and let's embark on this journey together. Mastering control over your mental and energetic field is an ongoing journey of self-awareness and personal growth that leads to profound inner peace and a deeper connection to your true essence. In today's fast-paced world, filled with constant distractions and noise, learning to concentrate your mind and direct your energy becomes a crucial skill in restoring balance, clarity, and a sense of purpose. Picture your mind as an instrument, a powerful tool capable of influencing and shaping the energy that surrounds you. By refining this ability, you open the door to hidden insights, deeper spiritual awakening, and the realization that you are far more than just your physical existence. You are a reflection of the divine, a unique expression of universal energy. Think back to those moments in your life when everything seemed to flow effortlessly, when you felt completely aligned with the world around you, as if the universe itself was guiding your every step. These moments are not mere coincidences or luck. They are glimpses into what life can be like when your energy is in perfect alignment with your intentions. People who consistently manifest success, happiness, and fulfillment have learned the art of directing their mental and spiritual energy toward what truly matters. This isn't an abstract concept or something reserved for a select few. It's a skill that anyone can develop, including you. As you continue on this path, remember that you are the master of your energy. The power to transform your life lies within your capacity to focus your mind, harmonize your energy, and align with your higher self. By fully embracing this journey, you unlock the door to your true spiritual potential, stepping into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Now, take a moment to reflect. What actions will you take today to begin mastering your energy field and attuning to your divine nature? The journey is yours to begin. We hope this exploration of mental and energetic mastery has empowered you to harness this innate wisdom for your personal evolution and well-being. If you're ready to claim control over your energy and initiate a true transformation in your life, comment below with, "I harness my energy." Your feedback and insights are invaluable to us as they help us continue creating content that supports and inspires your spiritual journey. In the midst of the fast-paced and often overwhelming demands of modern life, where we are constantly chasing goals and juggling responsibilities, there lies an untapped power that many overlook. The energy field that surrounds and permeates each and every one of us. This energy is not some mystical concept locked away in the teachings of ancient wisdom. It is a potent force, readily available to those who learn how to recognize and work with it. When properly understood and harnessed, this energy field can be a transformative tool, capable of altering your life in extraordinary ways. True spirituality is not about distancing oneself from reality, but about enhancing your reality by engaging with the unseen forces that influence every facet of your existence. Learning to understand and shape this energy field is not just beneficial, but essential for anyone seeking real change. To begin influencing this energy, you must first recognize the fundamental role of your mind. The mind is not merely a vessel for passing thoughts. It is the epicenter of your creative power. Mastering your mind is more than a practice. It's a disciplined art that requires awareness and intentionality. Every thought that crosses your consciousness is not just an idea, but a force that influences your reality. Just like a river shapes itself around the land, the energy field surrounding you shifts and adjusts according to the thoughts you entertain. By developing awareness of your mental patterns and taking control of them, you begin to influence this energy flow, directing it toward the outcomes you wish to manifest. This is not a superficial exercise in positive thinking, but a deep practice of cultivating a focused, intentional mindset, aligned with the kind of energy you want to attract and radiate. Now, let's dive into the idea of magnetism, which is intricately connected to both your thoughts and emotions. Every thought you have and every feeling you experience sends out a vibration into your energy field. Much like a stone cast into a calm pond creates ripples that expand outward. These vibrations either attract or repel, depending on their nature. Your magnetic field or aura is essentially an extension of your inner state, a projection of your thoughts and emotions that communicates with the world around you, even if you aren't consciously aware of it. This is where the concept of magnetic visualization becomes key. By vividly and powerfully visualizing your goals, desires, and aspirations, you essentially program your energy field to align with these objectives. This process is not merely daydreaming, it's an active method of shaping the energetic matrix around you so that it works in harmony with the reality you intend to create. In today's world where stress, anxiety, and uncertainty are all too common, learning to master your energy field is more than just a spiritual pursuit. It's a practical life skill. By becoming aware of your thoughts and emotions and learning to direct them with precision through magnetic visualization, you gain the ability to consciously mold your reality. This can lead to more than just success. It can bring lasting peace, fulfillment, and a profound sense of purpose into your life. Although this knowledge has its roots in ancient teachings, it remains highly relevant in the modern world. Now is the time to take control of the invisible forces that shape your existence and consciously create the reality you wish to live in. Remember, True spirituality is not about escaping the world. It's about mastering it from the inside out, transforming yourself and your life in profound ways. By embracing this approach, you won't just see personal growth, but improvements in your relationships, career, and overall well-being. The journey toward mastering your energy field starts with a single thought. The thought that you're in control. So take that first step today and embark on a path that will lead you not only to outward success, but also to a richer, more meaningful life. Are you ready to take charge of your energy field and transform your life from the inside out? If so, show your commitment by commenting below. I will harness my energy. The power to create the life you desire is already within you. It's time to awaken it and let it shine. Emotional mastery is the profound ability to understand, navigate, and consciously manage your emotions in a way that fosters a balanced and harmonious energy field. Think of your emotions as the brushstrokes on the canvas of your energy, each feeling adding its unique color to the painting that is your personal aura. When you allow emotions like anger, fear, or sadness to dominate, they can overshadow your inner light, creating disturbances in your energy field and, in turn, attracting more of the same negativity into your life. However, when you choose to nurture positive emotions such as love, joy, and gratitude, you enhance the vibrancy and strength of your energy, turning it into a powerful magnet for abundance, harmony, and positive experiences. Achieving emotional mastery begins with cultivating mindfulness and deep self-awareness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, allowing you to observe your emotions without being swept away by them. It's like stepping back from the storm of your thoughts and feelings, watching them as they come and go, and gaining the clarity and control to choose your response. Self-awareness goes hand in hand with mindfulness, helping you identify the emotional triggers and patterns that influence your behavior, empowering you to make thoughtful, conscious choices rather than reacting on autopilot. A highly effective way to develop mindfulness is through the practice of meditation. With consistent meditation, you train your mind to become more attuned to your inner emotional world. As you develop this heightened awareness, you'll start to notice when negative emotions begin to bubble up, allowing you to consciously shift your focus and release these unhelpful feelings before they take root. This mindful practice enables you to restore balance to your energy field. Gratitude is another invaluable tool in mastering your emotions. By regularly focusing on the aspects of your life that you are grateful for, you naturally elevate your emotional state, which in turn strengthens your energy and aligns you with more positive vibrations. As you navigate through your day, it's worth pausing to ask yourself, what emotions am I allowing to take center stage in my energy field right now? Are these emotions lifting me higher, or are they weighing me down? By making the deliberate choice to nurture positive emotions while letting go of negative ones, you take the reins of your emotional landscape. It's important to remember that emotional mastery is not about perfection or never feeling negative emotions. Instead, it's about becoming aware of the power you hold in shaping your energy field and consciously choosing emotions that enhance your life and align with the law of attraction. If these insights resonate with you, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss out on future content. Your journey toward emotional mastery, where you create a balanced, positive energy field, unfolds with every mindful choice you make. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's all too easy to lose touch with the spiritual essence that resides within us. The fast pace, constant demands, and societal expectations can create a void that material success alone can never truly fill. Yet, there exists a powerful, though often overlooked, path to reclaiming control over your life by learning to master the flow of energy that exists within and around you. This ancient wisdom, though deeply rooted in tradition, is as relevant today as ever, offering a gateway to transforming how you experience life. By honing this ability, you can unlock a sense of purpose, clarity, and enduring inner peace. One of the most effective ways to tap into and nurture this inner power is through the practice of meditation and yoga. These aren't merely popular trends of modern wellness culture. They are profound and time-tested techniques that offer the tools to align your thoughts, emotions, and physical actions with your higher self. Meditation allows you to quiet the noise of daily life and enter a space of stillness where your mind becomes a mirror, reflecting the true nature of your inner being. In this space of calm and clarity, you enhance your ability to control your energy field, harmonizing your inner world with the external realities you face each day. Yoga, meanwhile, operates on multiple levels, strengthening both body and mind, and fostering a deep connection to your spiritual core. It goes far beyond physical postures. Yoga invites a flow of energy that penetrates every part of your existence, cultivating resilience and grace under the stresses of daily living. Through consistent practice, subtle but meaningful shifts in awareness occur, leading to an elevated sense of balance and well-being. A key component of mastering your energy field is embracing the practice of self-love and acceptance. In today's society, particularly among men, there is a pervasive expectation to suppress emotions, to forge ahead without acknowledging one's emotional needs. However, practicing self-love is not a selfish act. Rather, it is essential for achieving true emotional and spiritual equilibrium. Learning to fully accept yourself with all your imperfections and strengths opens a powerful channel for positive energy to flow into your life. This self-acceptance doesn't just heal. It generates a magnetic force within your energy field, attracting positivity and repelling negative influences. Think of it as tuning your inner frequency to a higher vibration, one that invites only the most uplifting energies to surround you. To bring this concept into the modern-day reality, imagine your energy field as an invisible aura, a dynamic force that not only shapes your own life, but also affects those around you. In a world where negative energy seems to be ever present, whether it's through the media, the pressures of work, or personal challenges, the strength of your energy field becomes one of your greatest assets. It's not merely about shielding yourself from external negativity, but about cultivating a radiant presence that uplifts and inspires others. By incorporating daily practices like meditation, yoga, and self-love, you are actively programming your energy field to align with success, peace, and joy. At its core, mastering your energy field is about building a profound connection with your spiritual essence. It requires consistent effort, self-awareness, and a dedication to your personal growth. But the rewards are immense. Over time, you will begin to notice a subtle yet profound transformation in your life. You'll become more attuned to the energies around you, more in control of your emotional responses, and more adept at navigating life's inevitable challenges with grace and ease. This is the hidden wisdom passed down through generations, a timeless key that unlocks the infinite potential within you and paves the way for a life of true fulfillment. As you embark on this journey of spiritual mastery, remember that inner harmony is not a destination, but a process, a lifelong commitment to deepening your understanding of yourself and the world. Through the art of controlling your energy field, you can finally tap into the balance and peace that so many seek, but few ever truly find. If these ideas resonate with you, and you're ready to take the next step towards mastering your energy field, leave a comment with the words "inner peace" below. Together we can continue this path toward a life filled with purpose, clarity, and profound harmony. Attuning to the universal flow means aligning yourself with the ever-present energy that exists throughout the universe, binding all things together. At the heart of this concept lies the ancient principle of Wu Wei, which translates to non-action or effortless action. This philosophy does not advocate passivity or indifference. Instead, it encourages you to release the constant need for control over outcomes. By letting go of the desire to force or manipulate situations, you open yourself to the natural unfolding of events. Wu Wei teaches us to flow with life rather than fight against it, which in turn reduces tension, anxiety, and stress, making way for success and fulfillment to arise organically. In addition to the practice of Wu Wei, two other essential elements that help you align with the universal flow are gratitude and mindfulness. Gratitude is not limited to celebrating life's triumphs. It involves acknowledging the abundance that already surrounds you, even during difficult times. By shifting your focus to what you currently have, rather than what you feel is lacking, you begin to vibrate at a higher frequency, attracting more positivity, growth, and opportunities into your experience. Mindfulness complements this by bringing your awareness fully into the present moment, sharpening your senses to notice the subtle energies and synchronicities that are constantly at play. With mindfulness, you become more attuned to the delicate rhythms of life, allowing you to recognize patterns, connections, and intuitive nudges that guide you toward greater peace and harmony. As you incorporate these practices into your daily routine, you will notice a profound shift in your perception of life. What once felt like a constant uphill battle now begins to feel more like a harmonious dance with the universe, where you move in sync with the currents of natural energy. Opportunities will seem to arise effortlessly, your relationships may deepen, and an underlying sense of inner calm will begin to blossom. This transformation happens not through force, but through your ability to flow, trust, and surrender. By aligning with this universal energy, you are inviting success, peace, and happiness into your life with greater ease, reducing the need for struggle or coercion. At its essence, aligning with the universal flow means surrendering to the wisdom of the universe, practicing heartfelt gratitude for the abundance already present in your life, and staying grounded in the present moment through mindfulness. These practices collectively bring you into a state of balance, allowing your life to unfold gracefully, with far less resistance. In doing so, not only do you enhance your own life, but you also radiate positive energy that contributes to the well-being of the world around you. If this resonates with your spirit and you feel inspired to walk this path, I invite you to declare, "I join the flow of the universe," in the comments below. This simple statement symbolizes your commitment to a life of ease, mindfulness, and gratitude. Together, we can embark on this journey, embracing the profound wisdom of Wu Wei and the beautiful organic rhythms of life. You are constantly immersed in an invisible, yet ever-present energy field, a powerful force that reflects your internal world and influences how you engage with the external environment. This energy field is not just an abstract concept or a figment of your imagination. It is a real, tangible aspect of existence that profoundly affects your emotions, physical health, and overall well-being. Think about those moments when you walk into a room and instantly sense a vibe of tension, or conversely, feel a wave of peace wash over you for no apparent reason. This isn't a coincidence. What you're experiencing is the energy field in action, responding to and interacting with your thoughts, emotions, and the environment. But this energy field isn't something confined to you alone. It extends far beyond the individual, functioning as a universal force that interconnects all living beings. Imagine a vast, invisible web, an energetic tapestry that links every human, animal, plant, and element on the planet. This is the energy field, the underlying essence of life that binds us together in ways we can't always see, but can definitely feel. Despite its profound impact on every aspect of life, many people remain unaware of this force and its potential. They move through life disconnected from this immense power, unaware of how learning to tap into it can lead to spiritual growth, personal empowerment, and profound transformation. To illustrate this, let me share a story that may resonate with you. Meet Sarah, a young professional who, like so many others, was caught in the whirlwind of modern life. Juggling work, social commitments, and personal obligations, Sarah was constantly on the move. On the surface, she appeared to have it all together, but underneath, she was perpetually drained, uninspired, and overwhelmed by stress and anxiety. No matter how hard she tried to maintain a positive outlook, she found herself trapped in a cycle of mental exhaustion and emotional fatigue. That is, until she discovered meditation. Through meditation, Sarah slowly learned to tune into the subtle energy currents within and around her. For the first time, she became aware of her own energy field and how it influenced her daily life. She began to notice a shift, not just in her internal state but in her interactions with others. Her relationships became more harmonious, her health stabilized, and she felt an unshakable connection to the world around her. As Sarah continued to explore and consciously direct her energy, she experienced a deep spiritual awakening. She came to understand that her energy field was not only a reflection of her inner self, but also a tool that, when harnessed, could profoundly transform her life. Now take a moment to reflect. How often do you consciously pay attention to the energy you're emitting or absorbing? Have you ever walked away from an interaction feeling either uplifted or drained? Or noticed how your mood can shift depending on the people you surround yourself with or the environments you inhabit? These aren't random occurrences. They are the result of your energy field constantly engaging with the energies around you. The key to unlocking this understanding is awareness. Once you become aware of this exchange, you open the door to harnessing it to elevate your life. The first step toward mastering your energy field is to become conscious of its presence. Start by observing how your thoughts and emotions shape your interactions and the world around you. When you're in a state of positivity, radiating joy and enthusiasm, you'll find that others naturally mirror that energy. Conversely, when you're feeling anxious or negative, your surroundings may seem more chaotic or heavy. This is not just a reflection of your internal state, but an indication of how your energy is interacting with the external world. By cultivating a practice of mindfulness and incorporating techniques like meditation, visualization, and focused breathing, you can learn to guide your energy field in alignment with your desires and intentions. Over time, this practice can lead to profound spiritual insights as you begin to recognize the interconnectedness of all life. You will come to understand that you are an active participant in shaping your reality, and that the energy you project into the world influences everything you experience. As you embark on this journey of self-awareness and energetic mastery, remember that your energy field is a potent force that can shape not only your inner world, but also the reality that unfolds around you. Are you ready to take responsibility for this power and use it to transform your life? If so, comment, "I'm ready" below this video. Embrace this energy consciously, and you may find that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined possible. Radiating love and light is a profoundly transformative practice that can infuse your life and the lives of those around you with positivity, harmony, and a deep sense of well-being. At its heart, this practice involves embodying the essence of unconditional love. It's about extending kindness, compassion, and support to others without the expectation of receiving anything in return. By radiating this kind of pure, selfless love, you create an environment where people feel truly valued, understood, and appreciated, which in turn fosters deeper connections and more meaningful relationships. One of the most critical aspects of radiating love and light is learning to forgive and cultivate compassion. Forgiveness enables you to release any lingering negativity from past hurts or misunderstandings, allowing you to open up to more positive, healing energy. When you let go of resentment, you make space for joy, love, and peace to flow into your life. Compassion, on the other hand, deepens your understanding of others. It allows you to see beyond surface-level actions, recognizing the inner struggles people face, and offering them empathy and support from a place of genuine care. This practice is intricately linked to the law of attraction, which suggests that the energy you project into the world is reflected back to you. By consistently radiating love, light, and positivity, you naturally attract positive experiences, relationships, and opportunities into your life. Your outer world begins to mirror the inner light you cultivate, drawing to you those who share in your uplifting energy. Even the smallest gestures, such as a warm smile, a thoughtful compliment, or an act of kindness, can have far-reaching effects, sending waves of positivity into the world. These seemingly simple actions create a ripple effect, touching countless lives in ways you may never fully realize. To help maintain this radiant energy, practices like meditation and mindfulness are invaluable. They allow you to stay centered in love and light, making it easier to return to a state of calm, peace, and positivity, even when challenges arise. Ultimately, radiating love and light is about being a beacon of positivity. It means intentionally spreading warmth, kindness, and compassion wherever you go, knowing that the energy you put out will come back to enrich your own life in countless ways. If this message of radiating love and light resonates with you, and you feel called to embrace the power of positivity, I invite you to comment below with "I choose love." Your engagement helps us continue creating uplifting content that inspires and empowers, and together we can keep spreading kindness, light, and love to all corners of the world. Imagine awakening a hidden power within yourself, a force that connects you to every living thing and every part of the universe. This power, when unlocked, not only transforms your worldview, but also fundamentally changes the way you interact with life. At the heart of this transformation is the concept of unity consciousness, a profound spiritual understanding that everything in existence is intrinsically connected. Unity consciousness is the realization that the separation we perceive in our daily lives is, in fact, an illusion. Instead, we are all part of a vast, interconnected web of existence. Grasping this deeper truth shifts your perception from a sense of isolation to a state of unity, which profoundly influences your thoughts, feelings, and actions. As you embrace this understanding, you naturally become more compassionate, empathetic, and kind, seeing others not as distant individuals, but as reflections and extensions of your own being. This sense of interconnectedness is not just a lofty philosophical or spiritual idea. It has concrete and practical applications in your everyday life. One of the most effective ways to cultivate unity consciousness is through the practice of loving kindness meditation. This simple yet powerful practice involves directing feelings of love and goodwill first toward yourself, and then gradually extending these emotions outward to others, including those you may not know personally, and even those with whom you might have disagreements. As you continue this practice, you begin to radiate positive energy, which not only elevates your own mental and emotional state, but also has a direct and beneficial impact on those around you. The energy you project into the world creates a ripple effect, spreading kindness, fostering deeper connections, and promoting a sense of unity with others. In the current era, where division, conflict, and disconnection often dominate the social and cultural landscape, the teachings of unity consciousness provide a deeply needed alternative perspective. In today's fast-paced, highly individualistic world, it's easy to feel disconnected from others, from nature, and even from your own inner self. Embracing the philosophy of interconnectedness allows you to break down the invisible barriers that keep us separated, and instead cultivate a more harmonious and compassionate way of living. This doesn't mean ignoring our differences or pretending that they don't exist, but rather recognizing that beneath these differences lies a fundamental shared human experience. When you begin to approach life from this vantage point, you understand that helping others is not just a charitable act, it is also a way of helping yourself. Because, on a deeper level, we are all interconnected parts of the same whole. To truly live in alignment with unity consciousness, start by integrating mindfulness into your daily habits. Become aware of how your thoughts, words, and actions not only affect you, but ripple out to impact the world around you. When faced with challenges or conflicts, instead of reacting from a place of anger or frustration, pause and reflect on how you can respond with love, understanding, and a sense of unity. Make the practice of loving kindness meditation a part of your daily routine. Even dedicating a few moments each day to this practice can dramatically alter your outlook on life, deepening your spiritual awareness and improving your relationships with others. Over time, you'll notice that these practices don't just bring you closer to the essence of unity consciousness, but also enhance your overall sense of well-being and connection to the world. Ultimately, unity consciousness is not just a spiritual awakening. It's a new way of experiencing life, one that brings more meaning, compassion, and connectedness into every moment. It's about understanding that we are all part of something larger than ourselves, and by nurturing the bonds between us, we contribute to the creation of a more positive and harmonious world. As you continue to explore these deeper spiritual truths and learn to work with your own energy field, remember that the power to transform both your life and the lives of those around you is already within you. By embracing unity consciousness, you tap into a richer, more profound level of spiritual awareness, which not only elevates your personal journey, but also uplifts everyone you encounter. If this idea of unity consciousness resonates with you and the notion of interconnectedness speaks to your soul, comment below with "I embrace the oneness." If you see things differently, feel free to share your perspective with "I have a different view." Let's engage in a dialogue that brings us all closer together and deepens our shared understanding. In today's video, we've explored the hidden knowledge of how to mentally control your energy field and direct it toward creating a life of peace, growth, and abundance. As we've discussed, the energy you project and the focus of your mind play pivotal roles in shaping your reality. Now it's time to put these insights into practice. Remember, mastering your energy field is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey of self-awareness and spiritual growth. So, how will you apply these principles in your daily life to align with your higher self and manifest the life you desire? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this resonated with you, comment "I harness my energy," and let's continue this journey together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more insights from spiritual wisdom.